played in the tight ends overall blocking on Saturday?
I thought they were blocking really well. First game, there's no perfect game, but just compared to the past to our first games and things like that, I thought we did really well working together as a unit. And there's things to fix, but yeah.
How's it feel with the less weight out there running around?
Feels a lot different. I think I noticed that right in the summer when we were doing our conditioning, I had to move down in time with the tight ends, which originally was not fun because I was still a heavy guy, but playing now at weight at like 255 today, it just feels so much better moving. I feel like I can run faster, and lateral quickness, things like that is a lot better.
Can you kind of detail us through how that transition came about and maybe some of the obstacles you had to overcome to get to where you are now?
So I originally switched to tight end in like our camp of last year. Coach Harbaugh came into meetings and he was like, "Hey, I'm thinking Honigford at tight end." And he asked me, he's like, "Do you want to?" And I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." So I literally grabbed my stuff out of meetings, went in to the meeting room for the tight ends, and then I was there the rest of the year. Obviously, they're not going to have a 285-pound guy run seam routes, but I fit in pretty well blocking. And then in the spring, I was still 285, and then he came up to me before practice. He's like, "Hey, why don't you just drop the weight, just become a real tight end?" I'm like, that's like a dream for a lineman. So I was like, yeah, why not? And I had actually had trouble gaining weight. Like, it wasn't easy for me. I'd eat like 4 or 5 times a day. And the only time I was actually over 300 pounds was right after quarantine because I was eating on my mom's food at home. But like coming back here, I just went back to how I would normally eat. I eat 2 meals a day, and I control what I eat at night more, not as much carbs, things like that, and focus on that. And just over time, working with Coach Herb and then Abigail, our dietitian, just like working it down over time and watching the progress. I know we had to do like body scans to tell us like where our lean mass is, fat mass, stuff like that. I think I did one in January, and then did one again in May, I want to say. And I was down like 20-some pounds. I can't remember exactly, but I had lost 27 pounds of fat mass and put on 9 pounds of muscle mass. And that's how I knew. I was like, all right, this is like possible. Because I wasn't sure at first. I was still like mid 260, so I wasn't sure like, okay, well, am I just like retaining fat and losing my lean mass, or how's it going? But yeah, it's pretty cool to see, and now I'm here. So.
How are the hands?
They're real good.
Can you catch?
Yeah, oh yeah. They're in the holsters right now. But once they get let loose.
Did they throw to you at all in camp?
Oh yeah, in practice,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, it's just, blocking's what I do. It's what I was raised to do. So when the time's right, I don't even know when that is, but hopefully it comes.
Did you have previous experiences as a tight end, either in high school or at any youth levels at all?
Middle school. It's the last time I played tight end. Our high school ran like a spread offense, so and I was like the biggest kid for like 50 miles. So, but now in middle school I played tight end for like 2 plays. Caught a diving pass, which was pretty cool. So I guess we're gonna have to replicate that now.
Who's helped you kind of understand more like the nuances of the tight end position, either within the program or outside the program?
Sorry, I didn't catch the first part.
Who has helped you understand kind of like the nuances of the tight end position and helped you develop there?
It's really a culmination of a lot of people. I have Carter Selzer, Eric Hall, Luke Schoonmaker. Those guys are all real good tight ends. I have a great understanding for the game. So it's nice to learn from them. Obviously, playing offensive line, I understand a lot of the blocking. Just that's what linemen do. But as far as like route running, reading coverages, things like that, those guys did a lot. And Coach Moore, when he was the tight ends coach last year, Coach Jay this year, really just everybody has kind of helped me out. And it takes a lot of. It's a lot different from O-line because instead of just learning plays, run plays, things like that, now it's route concepts, coverages, formations, things like that. It's a lot more than what it used to be, but it wasn't that hard. I feel like I'm a solid student of the game, so it wasn't too bad.